All right. Oops, why is this module 6? Let me just edit this one as well as module 9. All right, so there you go. Okay, so can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so as you guys can see, actually in reality, we're still at week 5. Okay, so next week will be the week 6. But then again, I told you guys last meeting that the earlier is, the better because programming doesn't break like that. You need a lot of time for you to be able to finish one program. So as possible, okay, we'll finish this one right now, okay, or maybe tomorrow or let's say up to this coming Thursday. Okay, so one thing that I'm pretty sure is we'll be able to finish the module 9 or all of our modules, okay, within this week. So the next week will be your free time for you to be able to finish all of your laboratories and finals. All right. So regarding with your week 6, so as usual, everything is quite the same aside from this one right here. So this is your PDF. Okay, so please download this one right now so that you can have your own copy. And then I have added three, okay, three files in here. So one file right here is the mini pizza ordering sample app. Okay, so this is another sample interface. Okay, but this time, this interface that you have right here, you just download this one. Just click download mini pizza ordering.exe. Okay, and then save it to your downloads. Okay, so some of you might have encountered a problem. Okay, like especially for downloading the mp1.exe and mp2.exe. So the first thing that you do is turn off your antivirus if ever that it is recognizing the application as a virus. So don't you guys worry. I assure you that this one is super safe. The MP1, MP2, this one MP1, and then the MP2, and then including this one. Okay, so they are completely safe. It's just that maybe uh, this one doesn't recognize as a safe file because this is an application, like a new application that it's encountered by your antivirus. But in my case, as you guys can see, it doesn't detect it as a virus. So yeah, this one is completely safe because there are some antivirus that it detects this one as a virus. Anyway, so upon opening this one, okay, just click run. Okay, it will give you a very uh, short, I mean small interface wherein it only has three options. Okay, so that's why it's called mini pizza ordering system. Okay, so this is how your program works. Okay, so if I check the checkbox, it will activate these three radio buttons. Okay, so the same if I uncheck this one, it will deactivate those three radio buttons. Okay, so one thing for you to attain this one, okay, is to group this in a one panel. Okay, so one panel for small, medium, large pepperoni, and then another panel for the bolognese, small, medium, large, and then another panel on the Hawaiian. Okay, so a total of three panels. So the one that you're activating is the panel itself, not the radio button. Okay, so if I click small and then click compute total amount, it will give me a value here, say 95 pesos. If I click medium, it will give me 185. If I click large, it will give me 295. Okay. And if I want to order two more pizzas, let's say bolognese and Hawaiian, let's say one medium bologna and one small bologna and then one medium Hawaiian. So it will give you a total amount of 509 pesos. So regarding with the amount, so it now depends on your program. So you can put here 100 peso, 200, and then 300 peso for the large. So it completely depends to you how much you want to put on every size of your pizza. So in my case, it's just a random number. Let's say 95, 195, and then 295. Okay, so 395 is a total of 90, 80, 190, 285. So it will give me 285. Ah, so maybe this one is not 95. Okay, let me just check. This one is 89. Okay, not 99. And this one is 75. Okay, so 89 plus 75, I don't know. And plus 95. So 75, 85 plus 95 will give you 259. Okay, so they should sum up with each other. So this is how your lab number 9, okay, works. Okay, so upon highlighting a radio button, it will give me the sum of amount in here, okay, including the other activated radio button. All right. So you can check the code of this one. You can check the code of this one right here. Mini pizza ordering rar. So just download this one. Okay. So just extract this rar file. So right click and then extract to mini pizza ordering rar, and then double click and then open this one and then click this mini pizza ordering .sln or solution. Okay. So just open that one using your Visual Studio and then just click OK regarding with this one security warning for pizza orderings. This just means that this is your first time opening this certain of application. Okay, so just click OK. And by default, so it will give you nothing. Okay, so it's blank. So the first thing you need to do is double click the form1.bb. Okay, double click this one. Then it will give you the interface of the application itself. So as you guys can see, we have here the panel. So 1, 2, 3, and then the radio buttons inside of them. Okay, and then this is a checkbox. And then this is just a group box, okay? The yellow one, the one that has a word available pizza, this is a group box, okay? So I include a group box for easier uh, organizing things, something like that. Well, this will not affect your program. It's just that, you know, to have a simple design, that is one is where you can order things. So yeah, you can remove this one if you want. Okay. What important is the check boxes and then the panels and then the radio buttons. And then of course your text box and then your button. Okay. So in here, what I program is the button. So just double click this one and then it will lead you to the coding section. So in here, for the checkbox 1, checkbox 2, and then checkbox 3, okay, you will see a lot of true and false. Okay, why? Because again, if I click, okay, this checkbox 1, it will activate this panel and then it will deactivate all of the other components. Not really deactivate. Okay. Vice versa rather. Sorry. It will activate this panel only. Okay, not those two panels. So one checkbox will only deal with one panel. Okay, and then the components inside of it. Okay, like for example, if I check the checkbox 1, it will enable the 3 radio buttons inside. Okay, radio button 1, 2, and 3. Okay, which is this one. So radio button 1 that enabled true, radio button 2 that enabled true, uh, button 3 that enabled is equal to true. Okay, so if this one is checked, however, if this one is not checked, so it will go to else if. Else if checkbox 1 that check is false, then it will disable those 3 radio buttons. Okay. And right here, by the way, read the bottom one, the check is equals to false. Read the bottom. Mm, I see. Okay, so I've added this one wherein once you uncheck the checkbox, it will uncheck also the read the buttons inside of it. Okay. So as you guys can see right here, we have read the button one that check is equal to false, read the button two that check is equal to false, and then three is also false. Wherein if I uncheck the checkbox, whatever is the check read button will be unchecked. Okay, if I set the checkbox into false, okay, or if I uncheck the checkbox. Okay, so once you're done with the checkbox one, then doing things on the checkbox two and checkbox three will be super easy already. Since all you need to do is change the address of your radio buttons. So in here we have 1, 2, 3. On the checkbox we have 4, 5, 6, and then for the checkbox three we have 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So yeah, that's it for the checkbox. And then regarding with their prices, okay, so it is under private sub button 2. So where is it button 2? Right here. Okay, button 2 is the compute total amount. Okay, so in here I've declared three variables. Well, actually you can skip this one if you want. Okay, you can put it right here directly. So yeah, you can remove that one already. But if you want to use a variable wherein it has a value, then you can put it on the right side. Okay, but in here, I've just directly used a value wherein radio button 1 has a value of 95. So just look for radio button 1, this one right here. So again, just click that component and then check the name on the properties for you to be able to know what is the name of that component. So in here, I have 95 peso for the radio button 1, 185 peso for the radio button 2, and then 295 for the radio button 3. So this one, the pricing that you see right here right now, completely depends on you. Okay? So you can put any price that you want, okay, as long as it's logical. Let's say uh, small size has a lesser price when it comes to medium. So the same with this one. So medium size, he has a lesser price compared to the large. Okay. So from lowest to largest. Not that, sometimes I have my student per in, the price of his small pizza is uh, much more pricier than the medium size of the pizza. So just make sure that your pricing is correct. Okay. Smaller size, the smaller the price. So the medium, maybe the middle, and then the large one has a uh, largest price. Okay, so they are completely random. So this one is 75, this one is 135, and then 245. So this one is for the pepperoni, this one is for the bologna, and then Hawaiian. Okay, so notice we have this one right here, the plus sign. Okay, and then the total sum. Okay, so I'll just remove this one to avoid confusion. Okay, so for the total sum, we have declared this one as single because you want to have a result of, let's say, it will give you a decimal. Okay, so you can declare this one as single or double or decimal. So those three types are okay. And in here, whatever is the value on the right side will be passed on to our left side variable, which is the total sum. So this total sum is actually our text box one that text. Okay. And one thing that you will see right here is we have a plus sign right here because this one indicates that this one will be added to the other values that is being checked. Okay, which is, let's say, radio button 5 is checked. So it has now an additional value of 135 plus, let's say, radio button 95. So 95 plus 135 will be added with each other. Okay, so total sum plus total sum plus total sum. So it's something like that. So if we have a lot of values of total sum depending on what is the button that is being checked. Okay, So all of them has a plus sign. That's an indicator that it will be added on the other Brady buttons that is being checked. Okay. And then right here, so I've used a format or concatenation right here, N, wherein we have here PHP. Well, you can use the format and then currency, okay, instead of typing the PHP. So those two are okay. So instead of having a PHP, it will give you a peso sign. Okay. So in here, whatever is the value or the result of the total sum will be passed on to our text box one the text. Okay. So the value total sum will be coming from your radio buttons. Okay, that is being checked right here. All right. And one thing that you will see right here is we have a comment. Okay, so this is just a comment. Okay, so you can remove that one. It's just that, to indicate things that this is the pepperoni part, this is the bologna part, and then this is the Hawaiian part. So to put a comment, we have this single apostrophe. Okay, so just put a single apostrophe and then you can type anything here. This is the pepperoni section. All right. So for the first three checkbox, this one deals with the activating or deactivating of the review buttons. And then the second part for the button two deals with the pricing of your pizzas. All right. And then the last one is just a meet at close. Okay, this one, the close button. So were you guys able to follow so far? No, guys. You guys still there?
Yes, sir.
All right. So which part do you guys have understood? Okay, so I guess none. So how about which part you guys didn't understand?
Sir, paano po maglagay ng panel na yun?
Just drag and drop. Okay. So where is my toolbox? Let me just reset my window layout. Okay. So in here, just search for panel. Okay. This one. Just drag this one and then drop it right here. Okay. And then you can resize this one. And then inside of it, we have radio button. So just type radio button, then drag and drop. Okay, and then just remove the word radio button. Okay. Have the same radio buttons on the above example. Okay. And then from there, you can copy and paste this one. Okay. All right. So what else? So this is the one now is the panel 4, and then this is the radio button 10, 11, and then 12. Any other question? So this is one problem when it comes to explaining about programming. So you should uh, really try to experience it in yourself, because just by explaining things and watching things how it works, uh, might be hard for you to follow, especially that this is your first time working with programming. Okay? You don't really know what is happening with this line of code, this one, this one, this one. So my suggestion is you start with one checkbox and then one ready button. So you might want to start just by simply activating and deactivating that ready button with the use of checkbox. Okay. And of course, with a correct syntax in here. So that is why I created a sample, okay, wherein you can base your code. Okay, you can copy this one, you can modify this one, okay, and then create the complete pizza ordering system. All right. So let me just show to you guys the complete version of your mini pizza ordering. Okay, which is this one, pizza ordering.exe. So just download this one. Okay. So again, as usual, this one is the same with the example. It says that we have 5 pizzas instead of 3. So let's say I want to order 5 pizza. Small, medium, and then large Hawaiian, and then bacon lovers. Okay. So if I click compute, that will give me a total amount of 1,150. Okay. And then let's see if I want to add cheese and beef, okay, or let's say cheese for now. Of course, it will be I say 1 2, I guess. No. So 118. So this one is 30 pesos only. And then let's see, I want to add beef. So this one will become 1 2 30. And then let's say I want to add bacon. Okay. And then there's now again another additional payment. Okay. And then you can change the crust type, say thick or thin. So thin crust type is of course much more expensive. So it will give us an amount of 1,320. Then you can add another order. See pasta, spaghetti, special pancit, pancit palabok. So it will give you the amount of 1,750. Okay. Then you can change the size of your drinks. Let's say a pitcher. Okay, it will give you 1,850. So this is just 100 peso. And a drum is 300 peso, I guess. Okay. And then for those text boxes, so never mind those. What important is this one. Okay. The pizza part, the additional, the crust type, the pasta, and then the drinks. And then the date, you can disregard this one. Okay. So it will just show you the current date. So it's Monday, March 29, 2021. But yeah, you can disregard this. You can disregard this one. I didn't include any code in here. Okay. I just program the ready buttons and then the checkbox. So if you want to cancel your order on your pizzas, so that's also possible. So again, upon canceling the order on your pizza, it will deactivate or it will uncheck your ready buttons also. So yeah, and compute will give you 965. Okay, so by default, we already have 2 orders. Okay, wherein we have thick and we have the thick size for the crust type, and then we have drinks of glass. Okay, so yeah, if you want, okay, this is just optional. If you want, you can add another checkbox here wherein you can activate and deactivate the crust type and then the drinks. Okay, so that you can have here a zero uh, amount, okay, payment. Right? So this is how the complete pizza ordering system works. All right. So any question or clarification so far? So ask your questions or queries now. Okay, like for example, sir, how to add a button? You just, those kind of simple questions. I'm very, very willing to help. Okay, so this is not your chance. That's why every time that, I have discussed something, I keep on asking you guys if you guys have understood it, or if you guys want more examples, or if you guys want to, have some changes, and yeah, we can do that one. So, any question or clarification or any recommendation? None? You guys sure? All right, so let me just ask who's already done with lab 7 and 8? Lab number 7 and 8. Because the due date of this one is today, March 29. So who's already done with the interface? So take note, for lab number 7 and 8, those are just interface. You don't need to program anything. Okay. So 7 is a complete interface of the mounting pizza, and then lab 8 is the circuit analysis. Okay. So regarding with your circuit analysis, we have there a tab menu, I guess, or tab control. There's one. Okay. So yeah, this is where you can add the series part. And then this is, let's see, another tab wherein it's the parallel one, and then another tab for the combination. Okay. So you can add another tab or remove tab right here. So just click the play button. Right. Then of course you can change the name of this one, change the name, and then yeah, modify more if you want, right here on the properties. All right. So any other concerns so far? Katanungan, guys? Mga katanungan natin? Wala?
Okay na po, sir.
Okay, sige. How about you, Mr. M. Darlson? Mr. M. Darlson? Idasol? Okay, baka wala siya. Mr. Zedrex? Umalis ba itong mga to? Nag-join lang, tapos wala naman dito. Alright, so none. So, Mr. Zedrex, are you done with lab number 7 and 8? For the lab number 8, just interface. Okay, no need to program for now. But if you can put a program, then better, since it will be your final laboratories anyway. So lab number 7 and 8, just the interface of the pizza and then circuit. Lab number 9 and 10, okay, will be the complete working system. Okay. So lab number 9 is the complete pizza ordering system. So may code na to. Okay, kaya binigyan ko kayo ng mini pizza ordering sample interface. Okay, so check nyo yun. And lab number 10 is also the complete working circuit analysis. Okay. So wag kayo mapapanatag na, okay, interface lang naman pala, ganito ganyan. Okay. Kaya nga, pinagawa ko na interface sa inyo para ipoprogram nyo na lang. Alright, so are we clear with that one? Hello? Yun pa ba kayo? Miss Jane? Miss Rachel? Ano kaya kung hindi ko na lang i-record itong mga meetings natin? feeling ko, pumapasok lang kayo tapos wala naman kayo sa harap ng computer or cellphone nyo kung sakali nakikinig man kayo.
Sir, may mga questions po ata sa
Saan
chat
ba kayo?
box.
Okay, so let me check. Okay. Right, so Miss Jane has a question. So, sir, yung sa activities po sa April 1, would that be 5 quizzes po talaga? Yeah, actually, madali lang yung first and second quiz. And then third quiz and fourth quiz, madali lang, I guess eh. Since nasa module 7 na yung mga ibang example, okay, babago-baguhin nyo na ng konti. Kaya mahalaga nung last week pa lang, nung Monday, dapat meron na kayo ng application. And then dapat natapos nyo yung 3-hour 45-minute video last week pa lang. Okay? Kasi doon pa lang masasagutan nyo na kagad yung quiz 1 and 2. And 3 and 4 will be, of course, yung sa second module natin, I guess. Module 8 na yun. So, kailan ba tayo nag-meet nun? Tuesday. I think I adjusted the due date. April 1. Oh, I see. So, see, supposedly, 1 week lang per activity. So, dapat ngayon na rin yung due date ng first and second quiz nyo. Kasi last week ko pa ito binigay, first and second quiz. And dapat, itong third, fourth, and fifth will be a due date of, actually, dapat nga, Tuesday pa to eh. Kasi magkasunod yung meeting natin ng Monday at Tuesday. Well, ang ginawa ko na lang is Thursday tayo nag-start ng 25 and then 1 week for those activities. So third, fourth, and fifth. That is why April 1 yung due date ng mga yan. Okay, so just in case a lot of you wasn't able to do the third, fourth, and fifth quiz, so maybe I'll adjust this one, okay, maybe up to April 3. Okay? So parang naging 2 weeks na for your quizzes. And for your laboratories, okay, lab 9 and 10 will be a due date of April 15. Okay? So ito na yung pinaka-final project nyo. Kaya hanggang April 15 na to. So you guys have like 3 weeks to do this one. Okay, lab 9 and 10. Okay. All right. So any other questions so far?